Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. I don't know if you can tell, but I have tears in my eyes. One of my friends on Facebook put up a picture of Soviet occupation, I don't recall which country. Underneath that picture was a picture of Boston and the police in Boston with their armored cars and tanks and jeeps. And it reminded me, in Spain we had soldiers marching up and down the streets. We had the Guardia Civil to deal with it. We live in very, very scary times, people. We came to the United States to be free. We didn't come here so we could, my dad's dead, my mother might as well be. My sister never lived in Spain. She never been to Europe, period. But, so I guess I came here to get away from that, and now I'm back in it again. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I wish my wife has been through hell and high water, and I don't want her to have to suffer anything. And I just wish we could get a little land and build a little shack, a little shed, and live there. I have this thing in me saying that would be safer that way. Not that we really would be any safer, but
I want to be armed to the teeth. About 500 boxes of hand grenades would do.
Yeah.
Cases of hand grenades.
See, the one thing that we really need to do before we cannot do it, and I'm surprised we can still do it right now, is get ammo. And I don't mean a couple hundred rounds. I mean 1,000 rounds at a time.
Semi-automatic machine gun.
Yeah. Because that AR up there, an AR does not stand for assault rifle, people. AR, it's the guy who developed it or something like that. I forget his name, but the company or the guy, anyway, Armalite was, I believe, the original manufacturer. Anyway, we couldn't do this in Spain. But things in Spain happened differently than they did in, say, Germany and Italy. In Germany and Italy, it was a process. In Spain, it was overnight, so to speak. We had a war. Not that either of the two primary sides, the Republicans and the fascists, were any better than the other, but anyway, there were other groups during the Spanish Civil War that fought. A number of anarchist groups. Anyway, so before we cannot do it, we need to get ammo, and it's really hard to find. I know a couple of companies, but they're out of it. One company has no 223, the other company only has tracer ammo. I don't want tracer ammo because then your opponent knows where you are. I sent an email to Wolf Ammo and asked them where can we get ammo. I've used Wolf Ammo in the AR before. It works just fine. People say that it gets stuck and stuff like that. It doesn't. It's fine. It may not be expensive, but sometimes you don't need expensive. It's like fishing. I like to fish. I learned the hard way. You don't need the most expensive kit. You just go with what works. What works is sometimes the cheapest. I mean, my wife has a $4 rod.
Fish aren't fussy about what they bite on.
Yeah.
As long as the hook is covered up.
Yeah.
They don't like that feeling.
No.
Ouch!
So this is what I would like us to be able to do next month. Not that we can, but if we can, it would be nice. Ammunition for the AR, ammunition for the Mosin, and ammunition for the 40. We got to get a belt for my wife so she can have the 40 on a belt without, because she doesn't always wear a belt.
Well, I have one belt, but
Yeah, well, this way she can just grab it and, like, no matter if she's wearing a dress, a skirt, pants, or whatever, she can just put it on. And the Mosin, you know what? You actually, when you're target shooting, you use a lot of ammo. Believe me. I went out the other day for the first time this year and shot, and I could have kept. Here, let's see. Here's one of the targets. This is from the Mosin.
It's a woman named Louisa, and she was 45 years old.
And what I want to do is get the scope and scope mount for the Mosin, and ammunition for all three guns. But, you know, I think we still owe the bank like $140, $150.
well, somehow we have 45 cents in the. Remember?
Yeah, which would be nice if we don't wind up not having to owe them.
A brave one. The domestic slave trade was at its height. The soil
But
was dying out, and farmers around here, planters, were
I
struggling.
want my wife safe.
So they switched
I can handle anything,
to
people.
mostly doing crop
I don't want my wife to have to deal with
trafficking. So
anything.
she witnessed a huge export of
We're
her family.
coming into scary times again. We are in scary times.
Absolutely.
Another thing we need to do is we need to get this ham radio up and running.
Might have been enough to make it worth leaving.
And I don't know where the CB radio is right now.
It's around somewhere.
We have a CB radio. We need to get that up and running.
I know I can run somebody off real easy if they're messing with us. Drop the ham radio on their foot. That thing's so damn heavy.
Yeah. It's an old one, folks. It's, I believe, from the early 70s.
I think it's made out of cast iron. The way it feels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Here's my cast.
We have a sliding problem.
Pamper 2, if I want to find the radio, so if you see this, you can give me some advice. But, who knows where it is?
It's probably way down at the bottom.
So, here it is.
It makes a good paperweight.
Yeah. Pamper 2, if you don't mind helping us out. It's a Radio Shack. It's a CB radio. I think that's right side up. And there's the mic. You know, Pamper 2, we need to get this hooked up to an antenna and a power source. It costs $7. Now, Pamper 2, also, you were saying, you were trying to explain to me about antennas. I don't understand, man. You know, speed of light. How do I deal with the speed of light? You know how fast that is? Is that how fast radio waves travel? I wouldn't think they would travel that fast. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't understand how to make an antenna. I have absolutely no idea. And I've looked at some of the stuff up. I even have a couple of books, 2 or 3 books on ham radios in here. My wife's got one. Here it is. Now You're Talking, which is actually the same book I used when I took a class in ham radios, but I didn't finish the class. But she saw this and it's like, wow, she picked Perfecto, you know. And for the ham, we need microphone, antenna, and we need to go ahead and start getting tubes. Because eventually, I don't know if these tubes are any good or not, and they have a tube checker at the junk store for $65, but we don't have $65 to spend.
Maybe next month.
But you know, I wish I could get the slides from the basement and put them on to this video so I could show you Spanish soldiers marching in the streets.
Okay, we've got nasty odors from Max and Fluffy. Oh, Dinky and
Anyway, bye.
Jerry.